Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys all love diesel trucks and you probably like memes because you're probably an internet addict like I am. So let's combine the two. Let's hop on Reddit and let's look at some of the dumbest, funniest, and most ridiculous diesel truck memes. Alright, so starting this off, we got diesel owners when their truck blows black smoke. I'm fast as f***, boy. Yeah, I don't know, a lot of you guys have like really poorly tuned trucks. You know, if you didn't know, like if you're not familiar with diesel trucks, I should say, just because it rolls cold doesn't mean it's a good tune, or it's fast for that matter. In fact, some of the very fast trucks blow out very, very little smoke at all. Diesel is too expensive. Gonna drive my huge truck in circles for weeks on end for reasons I don't even remember. Now we're talking. Yeah, for a lot of us, you know, driving around is like a form of therapy, right? Yeah, driving around is therapy, and diesel is expensive, and it probably won't be getting cheaper anytime soon, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But who cares? If you need to drive around to feel better, then drive around and feel better. Oh my god. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, so this is just a photo of somebody's dash. I think it's on a Ram, like a 2021 or 2022 Ram. And everything looks normal, other than, right, you're like looking at this, you're just like tire pressure, and you know, you got the Prindle, and then a couple of other things. And it's not until you look at the mileage that this joke makes sense, which is 60065, which, in case you couldn't figure that out, that spells boobs. Hilarious. When you replace your failing injector and then a week later your def heater goes out, check engine light, you came back on when I specifically asked you not to. Isn't it always like that though? Like, oh, I just got my paycheck, right? I just finished this week's work or whatever, just got paid, finally gonna put some money away, and then your truck is just like, no. It's like your truck knows when you have money and when you don't, and it decides to break right when you get a little bit of money. When your truck has been in the shop for the last 2 weeks waiting on an injector, and it's Pablo Escobar, you know, just sitting around, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Why does it take so long to do an injector? I mean, injectors, it's like a common job on a lot of diesel trucks, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this. Definitely drop a comment down below if you've had to wait a long time for an injector to either arrive or get installed. Moving on. Oh wow, what the heck is this? So I believe this person is adjusting the valve lash on, I'm not sure what motor this is. They're adjusting the valve lash, but they're using a spark plug gapper tool type of thing. Technically, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. I guess there's nothing necessarily wrong with the way that you're doing it, although it's probably not the right way to do it. But who cares? If you got the job done, you got the job done. And this, you'll have to excuse that this is like a potato quality meme. It's basically, other diesel engines, why can't you just be normal? And you got Detroit diesel that's just screaming its head off. I'd have to guess that this is in reference to the two-stroke diesels. I'll slap some clips in here somewhere. But those two-stroke diesels scream crazy loud when you rev them out. So yeah, if you're a Detroit fan out there, you're probably not very normal and you probably love it way too much hearing one of those things scream. 90% of the people on here with the 6-liter or higher displacement diesel. And me living in Europe with my little 1.3 making 200 Newton meters. Yeah, because, okay, so this is, to give some context to this is the diesel subreddit, which isn't truck specific. It's just diesel anything. So tractors, cars, trucks, commercial applications, whatever. So it's just anything. So this poor guy, you know, seeing all these people with like a, you know, 6.7 Cummins, a 6.6 Duramax, 6.7 Power Stroke, 7.3 Power Stroke, 6.0, you know, all of these different truck engines that are all like 6 liters and greater. And then there's him with his little 1.3. Oh man, this is like the same thing, but instead of owning a 1.3, he's got an old Mitsubishi truck, which is me browsing our diesel with my 2-liter Mitsubishi truck, and it's Will Smith in the, I believe the intro for Fresh Prince. Which, speaking of Will Smith, I'm shooting this today on March 28th, and I think it was yesterday that Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock or somebody on a stage or something. Not really sure, so it's actually kind of relevant to today. So this one, I know this one causes a lot of controversy, especially on Reddit, which is, you know, I stay out of politics, but Reddit is very clearly a very left-leaning echo chamber. Yeah, I mean, this thread, if you look on this thread has been locked by the moderators. New comments cannot be posted. It was literally that controversial to post the Joe Biden, I did that sticker, pointing towards a $3.59 gas price for diesel, which, by the way, now, this was posted 5 months ago. It's actually gotten quite a bit worse since then. Oh man, I've dealt with this so many times. So this is me struggling to fix my truck. Some guy on a random forum 12 years ago with the same issue. Yeah, this is always insane. When you deal with like some sort of crazy issue, I've had this happen on a bazillion different cars. You're dealing with some super wacky issue. No one anywhere seems to have a clue what's going on. You ask all these people like, hey, you know what's going on here? You're like, have you guys ever experienced this issue? Like no one has a fucking clue what the problem is that you're talking about. And then there's just like one guy on the internet somewhere like a decade ago that had the same problem and managed to fix it and absolutely saves your life for it. I like this. So if you didn't know, diesels are a little bit expensive to maintain. They break less than a gas car, for example, but they are more expensive to fix when they break. So it kind of ends up evening itself out, at least in theory. But in this case, it's me thinking the only expensive parts of owning a diesel are fuel and fuel filters. And then the guy behind him, it's rebuilding the front end, drag link, tie rod, steering damper, track bar, tires, wheels, U-bolts for an 8-inch lift, bushings, new rear diff cover, and fluid to account for the 37 shocks. And yeah, it adds up fast. But to be fair, that's all like non-stock stuff, if you will, right? Like lifting a truck is expensive, like 37s or 35s, they're expensive. 20 by 12s or whatever you want to run, they're expensive. A nice lift, it's expensive. Like all that stuff adds up. But if you kept your truck stock, it would actually probably be cheaper or close to owning a gas truck. So just keep that in mind. I think this is probably a good meme to end this on, which is the guy she told you not to worry about, which I think is a BorgWarner S900. And then there's you, which I believe that is a stock turbo from probably a Ford EcoBoost, maybe like a Fiat 500, but more than likely like a 2-liter or 1.6 liter Ford EcoBoost. And yeah, just remember, there's a guy out there that's packing something a lot bigger than you, in this case a turbo. She told you not to worry about that guy. You should probably be worried about that guy. All right guys, I think that's gonna be just about it for this video. It is blazing hot in this office right now and I really need to get the fan turned on and I can't do that with the microphone on, so I gotta end this. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to get subscribed, check out other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.